Hi everyone. I hope you're doing well. I am doing better than I deserve. um let's see. The sound is good. I haven't done a vlog or I mean a live interception in a long time, but hey, I feel like it's going good. The sound is on. So, how have you been? Like I said, I feel like I am yeah, like I mentioned. Anyway, I made some progress and I got distracted. So, hey, the thumbnail is already giving you an indication as to the progress that I made on dress. So it is the dress by Knip Mode. It is dress number 19 of Knip Mode July 2024. As I mentioned, I loaned the magazine from a friend in my social group, and I just copied the instructions as well as the pieces that I needed to draw on pattern paper, which is this piece right here, both of the fronts and the facing. Yeah, that's about it. And then I had three pieces that I needed to draw myself, which was the top part of the skirt, the lower part of the skirt, as well as the bias binding. So I did that, and I'm going to show you the progress. Oh my. Listen, my little corner is becoming smaller and smaller, but I really need to clean my room. Truus has on the dress. The dress is absolutely stunning. The color is showing much brighter on the camera than it actually is. I didn't post a picture of my progress on Instagram yet, but as soon as I post it there, I'll also post it in community right here on YouTube. So this is the dress. It has the facing is in there. You have the bodice with the darts. I have to finish the bias binding. I noticed that I didn't really go all the way correct. So you can see a little bit of the overlock stitching. So I want to fix that. And then I have the top part of the skirt, the lower part of the skirt, which turned out much longer than the picture. But the picture is only their results. The picture is not my result, okay? And then I have to hem my skirt. So let's go in slow motion so you can see that's how far the skirt is going. And then the party is in the back. So I was having a little bit of an issue and I asked my friends, and if you see the WhatsApp community, shambles. But but a few minutes before I came online is when the clarity happened, and so I know what to do. Between you and me, I skipped a step, which is an important step, which is part of the confusion. Okay, so right here you have this half circle. I have I had to create a tunnel, which I think one thing what I did do is I did add allowance here. I'm not sure if I was supposed to do that because it was already drawn. It was already drawn right here on the pattern piece. And I added the seam allowance, which, if you come to think of it, I don't really need it. Not going to take away, but okay. So I have to create a tunnel right here, insert an elastic, and then it has to go on right here in the back of the skirt. And then there's also going to be elastic there all the way around. Yeah, I didn't understand that part. So, hey, oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. So happy. So that is what is happening. I need to add the elastic in the back, or at least add the elastic around. But first, create the channeling right here to add the elastic. So it's going to be formal in front and party in the back. I'm so excited. I tried it on yesterday. I did my happy dance, and I decided to style it right away. Add some shoes. Oh, love it. So Teresa's happy, I'm happy, and I was able to get it on her, which is a miracle because she has a little bit more than I do. But hey, I'm happy. Yep. And then I mentioned last week that I went to Utrecht to the Lapjes Markt. We did a cute reel, and it's on Instagram, which is it was so much fun. But essentially, it's like what you budget and what when reality hits you. And so I wanted to show you the fabrics that I purchased. One of them was with the dress. Come on, Trush. The dress that Trush has on. However, because this part gave me so much like frustration, I decided I'm not going to make this dress again. It's beautiful, but one is enough. Um, so let me show you. My budget was nothing, winging it, because I was not prepared. Um, However, I ended up with 8.4 meters. We did it in meters, not in money, because everybody has a different budget, but meters are the same for everyone. Um, Let me start with the same. I think it's the same fabric. This is 100% cotton. It's a mustard yellow. I purchased it as well. I think I purchased 3 meters, and it was at how much was it per meter? Either 2 or 3 euros. It was per meter. I purchased the matching thread right away because I don't want to be starting a project or wanting to start a project and not being able to do anything. So I did that. Very, very happy. Um, Even though I'm not going to make something the same as what Truus has on, I will make a dress that with all of its, vavavoom. And ooh, this one right here is an embroidered fabric. I just love the way it looked. Um, I saw it in so many different colors. I decided to opt for this, like, I don't want to say it's old green. Um, it's more, I don't know. Is it more pastelly? Not really sure. But I purchased 1 meter 40 because I wanted to make a simple jacket with puff sleeves, I think half sleeves, no, puff sleeve, but like the length would be half. And then what else? Oh, with one button, it's very specific. So that is what I wanted to make with this one. I'm not sure when I'm going to get to it, probably more like towards the end of the summer, but oh, it smells rich. Did I mention that this was 10 euros a meter? Maybe that's why I'm saying it smells rich. Um, I also purchased a baguette. Now, I purchased this white cotton fabric. Yeah. And it is for a blouse, or at least a button-up blouse, a little step away from the traditional button-ups, but definitely very fashionable. And this is something that I want to make in a short term. So I think as soon as I finish the jeans, remember I talked about the jeans, I'm going to definitely, because I still have to buy the patterns. So I'm going to show you the patterns sometime next week. But isn't it? I mean, it's white, but hey, a crisp white button up can make any outfit. So she rolled it up so it doesn't get stained. Oh, and this one was, I believe, not sure if it was 3 or 4 euros a meter, and I think I bought two. I think it was 4 euros a meter, and I bought 2 meters. And then the last one, wait, I said 3, 2, and 1.4, which is. So here is what happened. What had happened was, okay, so I have a jeans, but this isn't your regular jeans, okay? This is Japanese jeans that it has the exception of being 1 meter 50 in width, which isn't typical. If you know about Japanese jeans, you know that it's 80 centimeters of width. And it was manufactured or woven back in 1973. So we were at this stall talking to the owner. His name, I think the business is called Yoop Exclusive. And but he was very familiar to me because I have seen him before when I used to go to the Stoffen Spectacle in the Ahoy. He was always there, and so that's why I'm very familiar. But we got to talking, and I was standing and looking at this beautiful jeans. However, I looked at the price and I was like, excuse me. So the price was, it had a label with cashmere and 89.95, and I was like, oh, absolutely not. But he's like, no, 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 no. It could be a marketing ploy. Who knows? But he's like, no, no, no. This is 19.95 per meter. I mean, still a lot, but I was like, hold on a second. That is cheaper than 90 euros. That's why I'm telling you. Oh, it must be a ploy. But any case, so this is the jeans. I did get more than 2 meters. I didn't pay for more than 2 meters, but I did get more than 2 meters because there is some type of line or like a distress um, line in the jeans, and he was like, no, I'm all about quality, so I'm going to give you extra so you can still get the jeans out of it. So cut the jeans out of the fabric without any distress lines or anything. So very happy. Definitely going to be making a jeans. However, he did mention that I'm not allowed to wash it. So um washing is considering putting this in the sun or in the freezer. I didn't ask questions. So I was thinking, I had the barrel jeans in mind. However, by the time I got home, I was like, listen, I made a jeans many, 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 many years ago that I had loved. However, it was very tight and I couldn't breathe. So I'm not going to tell you how I used to wear it because I was wearing the jeans, but um so I want to give that one a try. However, when I made that jeans, I didn't make it by myself. My teacher was helping me along. Now I do have more faith in my abilities now. Um, so I would be able, but mind you, I am very much intimidated. But I do have enough fabric, so hey, it's not going to be a project for the summer, unless no, it's not going to be a project for the summer, but it's definitely going to be something that I will be making and cherishing in my closet for a long, long time. Very, very happy with this purchase. And we got a invitation out of it because I was with the entire group, so we were talking to the guy and he was asking us about our group and stuff, and he invited us to the warehouse, his warehouse, where he will give us explanation about the different fabrics that he has, the purchasing, everything about it, like create a morning out of it, and with no strings attached. But of course I'm going to be spending my coins because why not? So I'm sure I'll find something special in there. So we'll keep in contact and then we'll drive all the way to Sittard, I think it is, where he's located, somewhere in the south. And it's going to be a fun day for sure. I already know. Um, oh, let me show you the matching thread. So these are the matching threads. It is from Gutermann, the 488. The 488. And that's interesting because I went to the haberdashery store next in the next town over because I had so many color pink for this dress except the one that I needed. So I purchased number 429 for this one. And the lady at the store was telling me that this color has a little bit more brown in it, which makes it, what did she say? Brown or purple? I think she said there's a little more purple in it. So you think you have the right color and you don't. But I'm happy that I did. I purchased two. One is to the rim, like almost done. And then the other one I still have, I'll definitely going to be needed in it because I still have to sew the bias. Well, like I said, I have to take it out and sew it again. And hem the skirt as well as do this part, sew this part. And I'm going to use my overlocker because I didn't use the overlocker on the other side of the bias, but I still want to do it because I think it will look better. Um, yeah, I think that is it. Well, there's one more thing. Not fabric related, but definitely undie related. Let me put this away. Okay. Madeline came out with a new undie, and it's called Charm. So cute. Let me see. How do I get in my phone? Yeah, it's called Charm. It's so beautiful. And because I'm a subscriber on her Patreon, we get access to all of the patterns. So I have printed it out. It's right here. But I want to show you the undie first because I am in love. Let's see. Ooh, I hope you don't. As always, I didn't charge my phone. Living on 1%, but anyway. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Am I allowed to show the lady? I think so. It's posted online. Oh, I want to do it one on the mannequin. I think that would be better. So, can you see? Well, that's the... Anyway, let me just show the one. Okay, so this is Charm, the undie. It has like a wide part for the lace and then just a fold over elastic. And the part of the lace could be stretch lace or non-stretch. And then the lower part is just lycra mesh or what was? Or it was a printed mesh or lycra, one of the two. But that is how I'm not giving it enough justice. But I printed it out. And I have the back piece right here. So right there, because this is the side. And so right here is the middle part. That's where you have the no, what was it? Oh, the lace. So this is the lace that comes right there. And then this is the front. So the tulle part or the lace part will come right up over here. This is the part that I'll use for the lace. And then what I did was, this was the original gusset. And there's something about sewing your own undies that you can decide what you want. And what I notice is I don't like these teensy weensy gussets. I want the gusset to be in the seam of the back, like where the front and the back meets. I want it to be in that seam. And for the front, it could go a little up. But I don't like these little square. That's not for me. So what I did was, this was the original. This is the one I made. You see the difference? So I added 2 centimeters on top. And then I just, what I also don't like, and this is nothing towards the designer or anything. This is just my preference. I don't like it when I sew a gusset and it's just a square and it doesn't really go with the rest of the pattern. So I use the front part. This is where it will attach to the back part. And that is what I use as my guide. I also use the front to see, or I put a line right there where I want it to stop, because I would imagine that this is the front of the undie, and then on top of that is where the tool is going to be. So that's where I want it to stop. So this is my new gusset. And then let's do real quick, because I've been yapping too long. What I opted to use for my first charm, because there's going to be many more, I opted for a brown combo. I have brown lace, has been in my stash for a long time. I don't even know where I bought it, where I purchased this. Okay. And then I opted for brown for the gusset. So this is the cotton jersey. Oh, this one is stretch lace. I thought it was a two, but it's a stretch lace. You have to lay it on the they say you have to lay it, sorry, on the dog, which is the direction of greatest stretch. And then I'm going to use this lycra, which is the same one I showed you, I think, last week of my finished binky. I still have some. And this is also the original fabric that I used for the Godiva. So I'm going to use this as my, as the back part and the front, the lower front part. And wait, I didn't I have a, hold on. Where is the, I thought I also put the, oh yes, I did. And this is going to be the fold over elastic that I'm going to use. It has a little bit of sheen. I could use the matte side as well, but I think I want to use this one. I think it's a nice contrast at the leg towards the back. That's going to look very nice. It's going to blend in the top part of the lace. It's definitely going to blend in. But I think I'm going to use the sheen side. Wait, what is the front and what is the back? I think this is the front. So this is the front of the undie. And then I'm just going to use the, I think the sheen side would be nice. Can you see it? Yeah. I'm not sure about that. Let me see. I think the matte side it is. Hi, greetings. So this is what I'm thinking. My fold over elastic, the lycra, the cotton gusset. So I have everything to make the charm. Don't know when though. Soon. Well, I'm probably going to get distracted anyway, so it doesn't even matter. I'll check in with my progress next week. It could be that Truce has on a new undie, but maybe not. Who knows? What is on my mind? Lots of stuff is on my mind. But I have been reading. Um, I am listening. I'm actually reading a book and I'm listening to another book. So I'm listening to a fictional book, which is nice. Kind of gets me out of the always needed to always needing to learn something. Um, but one of my besties encouraged me, or actually, she was telling me that she is reading, and this is interesting because mom is online. So, um, my bestie told me that she was reading a book from Ellen G. White, and it's called, oh, which one is it? Hold on. I Steps to Christ. I've been reading, okay? It's called Steps to Christ. And she was telling me how we always used to see the book, but she never read it. And I was like, to be honest, I never read it. No, I never did either. So we are encouraging each other through the book. She's already at chapter 3. I have to catch up. I finished chapter 1. We said that we're going to discuss chapter 2. And in the in between time, I need to like catch up. So we're going to discuss it every 2 chapters. Um, this weekend is going to be chapter 1 and 2. And then I really have to catch up because otherwise this book club is going not the way we're supposed to, not where we're supposed to, but that is what we're doing, which is interesting because it's my first book club. Not really sure how book clubs really work. Because to be fair, I haven't really taken any notes in chapter 1. Um, but it was really good and really insightful. So whenever I have something that um, makes such an impression, like what I did with my other books, I will definitely share. And then the fictional book that I'm reading is What She Left Behind. And it's interesting. It's interesting for sure. And it's interesting because the character goes from, I think, the early 1900s to whenever, I would say the late 90s or something. Not sure. But it goes between two different characters, 2 stories. So one is a teenager and one was a teenager in 1920s. So it's very interesting. Those are the 2 books that I'm actually reading, and I am just trying to, you know, be still and stay positive. That is what I'm trying to do. That is what I'm holding on to. Still with the mindset of being grateful and being having gratitude for the things I have. But yeah, it requires deep breath. That is what it requires. So, as always, I enjoy making this, I enjoy going live. I hope you enjoy watching. Wow, I can't imagine. I've been talking for almost 30 minutes. Woof. Okay. Sorry. As always, I enjoy going live. I hope you enjoy watching. Don't be afraid. Comment down below if you have any questions or just want to say hey. Oh, yes, definitely is. Definitely is. I feel like if those weren't the things that I focus on, like I mentioned last week, despair is only a step away. So for sure. Oh, it does something to me. So it's time to get off of here. Okay. Before I start crying on the internet, you guys take good care of yourself and have a great day. Bye.